Before you two go, I've got to get a very quick take, 10 seconds each, on Meghan Markle, who's broken her silence on that infamous twerking video. We all saw her heavily pregnant twerking. She posted it on Instagram and got, I think, a backlash she wasn't expecting. Here's what she has had to say about the video.
It's also a really great reminder that with all the noise or whatever people do, there's still a whole life, a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes. I'm just grateful that now, being back on social as well, I have a place where I can share it on my own terms.
Gab, I don't know about you, but that was anything but authentic 100%. As far as I was concerned.
Prince William, you know, as he kind of edges towards being the king, the future, he doesn't want Archie and Lilibet to have their HRH titles, to retain their Royal Highness titles. And the reason for this is twofold, really. He feels these kids are basically a stranger to Britain. You know, they've barely been here. I'm not sure if they've been at all. They don't know Britain. They're Americans. Why should they be sort of representatives of the British royal family over in California? But worse than that, and I think we all know where William's coming from here, he fears that if Archie and Lilibet retain their HRH titles, their parents, their venal parents, will cash in on that. They'll use their kids' titles to make money, just like they already are, just like Meghan already is cashing in on her minor royal status.
Did you see my baby mama dance? That wasn't yesterday. No, that was 4 years ago. There's still a whole life, a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes. I'm just grateful that now, being back on social as well, I have a place where I can share it on my own terms.
S to the T A, double R-K.
For me, it was a great way to get my voice back.
It's been a lot to take in. I think last week took a lot of people by surprise with the twerking video.
It was a lot to take in, wasn't it?
That's for sure. I honestly, genuinely had to go to her page to make sure it had originated there, because I thought it was a parody. But no, it was real.
Why is she doing this? Why is she... That twerking video, for instance, and the Disneyland video, I mean, these have gone viral. Why is she doing this?
Well, I'm trying to separate the two thoughts. I feel, you know, we're discussing it in the context of royals and royal family. But now I suppose we need to discuss it in terms of entertainment. She's someone who is now working as an influencer. The direct marketing campaign is to your Instagram audience. In that respect, I think she's got something like 42 million views on this video, which I think all of us were among them. But everyone I've ever spoken to seems to have been among them. In that regard, yes, there are eyes on her page. There are people watching what she's doing. That directly relates, I would assume, to the sales that she's having, and eyes that are on her Netflix show and, you know, that are going to her website as ever. In that regard, again, look, personally, it was obviously very difficult to watch. It was quite cringeworthy. In that regard, I think, okay, well, you are generating headlines. That is the aim of people in this space. But then when you compare it to, you know, how we would react, you know, with the working royals putting out that kind of content, I think it's apples and oranges, because, of course, looking at it through that filter, you think, what are you doing? This is not appropriate.
You're saying you don't think we're going to see William and Kate release a video of when she was in the labour ward with Louis?
Wouldn't that be a day?
Here's the explosive question everyone's thinking, but nobody dares ask. What exactly is going on with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's children's birth certificates? Hidden details, suspicious amendments, and bizarre legal inconsistencies might be pointing to a royal secret much deeper than mere paperwork errors. This in-depth investigation reveals startling insights, shocking revelations, and untangles a web of secrets and strategies potentially designed to protect royal reputations or conceal uncomfortable truths. Archie's birth certificate mystery. It all began with Archie's birth certificate, where Meghan Markle, unlike any other royal mother before, erased her full legal name. Instead of Rachel Meghan Markle, she listed herself simply as Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex. Just 11 days later, Meghan corrected this official document, quietly raising suspicion and countless questions among royal watchers. Experts wonder if this could be part of a broader strategy aimed at obscuring Meghan's identity, potentially to avoid future legal implications or to sidestep historical records. Royal birth certificate protocols. Historically, royal birth certificates have meticulously included detailed parental information, setting clear precedents. Queen Elizabeth, Princess Diana, Kate Middleton, all ensured full and proper names were recorded. Meghan's departure from tradition is unusual and highly questionable, prompting royal historians to examine similar cases for clues or possible motivations behind such deviations. Lilibet's curious Colorado connection. Officially recorded as born in California, whispers suggest Lilibet Diana might have been born in Colorado. Colorado's surrogacy-friendly laws conveniently allow for greater anonymity and flexibility in assigning parental rights. Troublingly, Prince Harry's entry didn't include his full legal name, Henry Charles Albert David, but rather listed his title, potentially invalidating the document entirely under U.S. law. Could Colorado's legal framework have been strategically utilized by the Sussexes? Detailed examination of Colorado surrogacy laws. Colorado's legal landscape regarding surrogacy is especially favorable for intended parents. It permits anonymous surrogacy agreements, omitting surrogate names from certificates entirely, streamlining parental claims directly onto official documentation. Legal experts explain this could easily facilitate discrete arrangements for high-profile individuals, providing plausible deniability and legal protection. Why legal names and titles matter. Legally, birth certificates legally establish parental rights, citizenship, inheritance, and custody. Titles such as Duke or Duchess are meaningless legally in U.S. contexts. Attorneys highlight that omitting accurate legal names jeopardizes inheritance legitimacy and custody claims. This intentional ambiguity could be legally strategic or profoundly misguided, potentially leading to extensive court battles. The surrogate rumors intensified. Persistent rumors identify a specific 23-year-old surrogate allegedly based in Colorado, whose pregnancy timeline suspiciously aligns with Lilibet's official birth. Confidentiality agreements reportedly silenced her quickly. Journalists attempting to verify her existence and involvement face unusual barriers, indicating potentially deliberate suppression and raising critical transparency questions. Meghan's contradictory health claims and public appearances. Meghan publicly claimed severe postpartum preeclampsia. Typically, this involves extensive medical oversight, rest, and limited activity post-birth. Yet Meghan's rapid public reappearances, seemingly unaffected and highly active, contradict medical norms significantly. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's carefree polo playing shortly afterward appears similarly inconsistent with family medical crises. Such discrepancies prompt further scrutiny and suspicion. Missing official birth documentation and its implications. Lilibet's publicly available certificate is preliminary, lacking California's final official state-issued record. Investigative journalists emphasize how rare and suspicious this omission is, especially given the family's prominence. Speculation mounts that documentation may have been purposefully concealed or was never completed appropriately, thus creating massive gaps in verifiable public information. Prince Harry's biological fatherhood. Questioned decades-long rumors concerning Harry's childhood medical history impacting fertility have resurfaced, supporting theories of surrogate arrangements or sperm donation. Such speculation, combined with the unusual omission of his proper legal identification, significantly jeopardizes Harry's potential legal and biological parental claims. Royal insiders acknowledge discreet fertility consultations, intensifying these claims further. Meghan's calculated legal moves and implications for custody. Meghan's full identity on Lilibet's documentation, contrasted sharply with her minimized presence on Archie's paperwork, suggests strategic maneuvering. Legal professionals frequently observe similar tactics in custody battles, noting Meghan's preparation potentially sets advantageous precedents, strengthening her legal position and weakening Harry's. Observers remark Meghan visibly demonstrates closer affinity towards Lilibet, implying emotional ties possibly linked to legal strategies or biological considerations. Fertility clinic visits and mysterious public appearances. Following a miscarriage announcement, Meghan's unexpected visits to a renowned fertility clinic, coupled with her carrying items suggestive of egg retrieval procedures, deepen intrigue. Subsequent promotional birth videos lacking expected pandemic protocols, masks, distancing, contradict publicly available hospital guidelines, indicating potential staging for public consumption, according to eyewitnesses and medical experts. Broader royal implications and succession. The potential legal battles and controversies stemming from these unresolved documentation and surrogacy questions could profoundly impact royal succession and diplomatic protocols. Historians recall previous royal legitimacy disputes that significantly altered succession lines, inheritance distributions, and diplomatic relations. Could the Sussex controversy become another historic turning point? Public and media reactions analyzed. Media coverage and public opinion surveys illustrate growing skepticism and curiosity about Sussex inconsistencies. Opinion polls highlight significant public concern regarding transparency, potentially influencing broader perceptions of the royal family's integrity and trustworthiness. Analysts suggest sustained secrecy may permanently tarnish royal credibility globally. Legal precedents and possible outcomes. Legal experts discuss historical cases of contested parentage, ambiguous documentation, and surrogacy complexities, providing context to possible Sussex outcomes. They outline realistic scenarios, including extended litigation, public court disputes, and potential royal intervention to manage crises, emphasizing potential severe personal and diplomatic fallout, long-term implications, and royal future. Should current speculation prove accurate, implications extend far beyond immediate family dynamics. Potentially, this could redefine royal operational standards, succession procedures, and public expectations for transparency. Experts envision fundamental changes in royal protocol and management practices influencing future generations of the monarchy. Final thoughts. Birth certificate anomalies, surrogacy whispers, questionable paternity, and strategic legal moves aren't merely clerical mistakes. They indicate deliberate concealment of profound royal secrets. When fully uncovered, these truths could redefine royal lineage, alter succession paths, and reshape public trust irrevocably. The Sussexes' mysteries represent more than personal intrigue. They symbolize potential seismic shifts within royal history, altering perceptions and protocols indefinitely.